Happy New Year, folks! For those that don't know me, my name's Andrew Leung, and thanks for joining us in the Ray White Melbourne CBD Market Report. I hope all those that are joining us back from last year had some very happy holidays and has planned some really inspiring New Year's resolutions moving forward into this new year. Ray White in 2014 finished off with a record-breaking performance with $3.37 billion in residential sales. Also contributing is the rural side and the commercial side as well. A little Victorian team here, Vicky and myself, we finished on 7 sales and we started our first week with 2 in the bag already. A great start to the year. With the new apartment front, towards the end of the year there was some very interesting statistics, or more importantly information that I believe everybody needs to know about. In the first 10 months in 2014, 6,300 new apartments were added to the city of Melbourne. Now that is 3 times the anticipated or the planned growth of 2,100 each year. The chairman of planning, Ken Ong, responded to these particular facts, saying he's not sure and he's questioning how sustainable is this. To buyers, sellers and renters, that is, in the next 3 years in the city of Melbourne, there's 59 new residential developments that are in construction process. Now that is totaling 13,500 new homes which are going to be completed in the next 3 years. Now here's the most interesting point. I've been telling a lot of friends, families and clients alike, buy 3-bedroom apartments at the moment, buy as big as you can afford. The reason being is out of those 13,500 apartments that are coming up, only 5% are actually 3-bedroom apartments, majority being spanning from studio to 2-bedroom apartments, and some without car parks. Obviously based on a supply and demand thing, I know for a fact I'll be picking a few up myself. In terms of residential sales, in December 2014, on the lower end of the market, there was a fantastic transaction, which if you remember, I presented this reporting, apartment 1 at 81 Cemetery Road in Carlton. It was a very chic, really well furnished 1-bedroom apartment facing onto Cemetery Road there. And we sold that for $260,000. It was bought by a keen investor that actually was from Geelong. They've done some business with Ray White before. They will appreciate the investment, also the location being on the cusp of Parkville and Carlton, right there on Cemetery Road. Walk around the corner to everything that Lygon Street had to offer. Sold it for $260,000. Very happy owners there, and more importantly, the buyers are going to be enjoying the appreciating benefits moving forward. On the top end of the market, there was an expressions of interest campaign that closed in December in the 1 East Melbourne development, which was done by Beckdon for those that know. Apartment 704 at 279 Wellington Parade South in East Melbourne. Just a side street there between sort of Jolimont Station and Federation Square. It was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car park property with an optional 3rd car park. But the main thing, it was as a corner unit with unblocked views of Melbourne CBD, spanning from Federation Square all the way to the Western Hotel. That sold for $1.61 million, and it's certain to say it's a very, very good result, considering that one of the bedrooms was only a 3x3x2 apartment, which is very common in that sort of era of building. There was a 4x3 bedroom, but very small bedrooms for that sort of price range. Obviously the views was the major selling point. Been catching up with a lot of clients, getting a lot of calls and emails from people who I've been speaking to last year about what their plans are, whether they're going to sell or buy this year. A lot of people I've been recommending to everyone that right now, because the end of last year we've seen a lot of people take their properties off the market that didn't achieve what they wanted to achieve, but also we saw record number of sales last year. So what we're finding at the moment is there's been less supply right now. A lot of clients are taking advantage of this. Obviously, a few major dates that are coming up in January 26th. You've got Australia Day weekend. You've got the Chinese New Year coming up in early February, and then everyone's going to be rushing to beat that Easter break. As mentioned, we sold 2 properties in our first week. Getting a lot of buyers calling us at the moment because what we're finding is some agents are still on holidays, and what that means is there's less competition for open for inspections at the moment. More importantly, there's a lack of good quality property on the market at the moment. Been speaking to a lot of people in the finance industry and also in the grand area economy, and been asking that major question: what's going to happen with interest rates this year? Now, there's been some speculation that interest rates are going to come down first before it's going to go back up, obviously coupled with the decreasing the dropping currency price as well. We're going to see maybe a lowering in the interest rate, but once the demand picks up, we're going to see a hike in interest rates. Now, I believe that's a very good thing for sellers' perspective at the moment. Obviously, generally speaking, when interest rates come down to be becoming more affordable, buyers become more interested, first home buyers come back into the market, and investors are getting better returns. So it's happy days for everybody. On the community front, thank you so much for everyone that participated in the Little Ray of Giving event in December. Over 300 offices in the Ray White network participated, and we collected over 15,000 gifts for unfortunate homes. But look, once again, we couldn't have done that without you, and thank you so much for providing a little ray of hope for all those in need. And introducing for the first time in 2015, my little protege, Vicky Leung, to let you know what's going on in Melbourne I Living.
Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you guys had a wonderful holiday. For those who don't know me, especially our first time viewers, I'm Vicky Leung from Ray White Melbourne CBD. I'll be here every month to keep you informed with the latest news in Melbourne, most exciting news in Melbourne, and what it means to be a Melbourneite. Everyone knows Melbourne is the most livable city in the world. To make it even more livable, they have implemented a free tram zone for Melbourne CBD and Docklands, which means it's free to travel in the city now, and Docklands don't have to touch on your MyKey card. Do make sure to touch it on though when you're out of the zone. Another reason to be a proud property owner in Melbourne CBD. For those who's considering buying in such a fantastic city, feel free to give us a call and we'll be happy to help you to find the right home. Signing off now. See ya!